Have you ever woken up after a long night's sleep and noticed that your vision seemed clearer, your mind sharper, as if your body had quietly fixed something while you rested? That is not your imagination. Sleep does far more than offer rest. It is the time when the brain consolidates memories, the circulatory system clears waste, and many repair processes operate at their highest speed of the day. In younger people, these mechanisms run smoothly. But after 60, their pace and efficiency slow down. The body's ability to synthesize repair proteins, deliver blood to the retina and memory centers of the brain, and control inflammation all decline. That means every minute and hour of your sleep becomes more crucial than ever. This is why choosing a nightly juice is not just about flavor or calories. A glass of juice rich in antioxidants or natural nitrates can directly influence blood flow to the brain, protect retinal cells, and supply vitamin C to support collagen production and macular pigments, both essential for vision and memory. As we age, the protective layers of the eye thin, and the tiny blood vessels in the brain grow more sensitive to oxygen shortage. Introducing these compounds in the evening can help the brain finish its nightly cleaning and consolidation instead of allowing toxins to accumulate until morning. Several intervention studies have shown that fruits like blueberries, pomegranates, and foods high in lutein and zeaxanthin can improve cognitive performance or increase macular pigment density when consumed regularly. But not all juices are created equal, and timing matters. Some fruit juices high in sugar, when consumed at night, can cause glucose fluctuations that disrupt sleep quality, ironically weakening the very memory and repair processes you are trying to support. In contrast, nitrate-rich beet juice can increase nitric oxide levels, dilate microvessels, and enhance cerebral blood flow, something vital for nourishing the brain's memory centers and the retina during sleep. Clinical trials in older adults have shown promising improvements in circulation after nitrate-rich beet juice intake, though cognitive outcomes still vary across studies. So, when we talk about the 9 top juices that help restore vision and memory while you sleep, what I want to emphasize is not simply a list of fruits or vegetables, but the science behind them. Choosing compounds proven for their antioxidant, lutein zeaxanthin, or nitrate benefits. Consuming them in the right dose and at the right time to support the body's nightly consolidation, and considering medication interactions, blood sugar balance, and your personal sleep quality. In the next section, we'll begin exploring each juice in detail, how it works, what the research shows, how to prepare it safely, and the best time to drink it so you can truly feel its restorative effects in your sleep. Are you ready to discover the first one? If there is one juice that deserves to be called the night watcher for the brain and the eyes after 60, it is blueberry juice. Quiet, unpretentious, yet it stands among the most extensively studied fruits in the world for its ability to protect memory, improve cerebral circulation, and slow retinal degeneration. Blueberries are not just beautiful little berries. Beneath their deep indigo skin lie hundreds of powerful polyphenols, especially anthocyanins, compounds capable of penetrating deep into brain and eye tissue where neurons fight oxidation every single day. After the age of 60, the smallest capillaries in the eyes and brain begin to lose elasticity. Blood flow to the visual cortex and the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, slows down. That is why the eyes tire more easily, images blur, and short-term memory fades. Anthocyanins act like microscopic guardians, reinforcing blood vessel walls, enhancing oxygen delivery, and shielding nerve cells from the oxidative stress that accumulates with metabolism. Researchers at the University of Reading in the UK found that after just 12 weeks of daily blueberry juice, older adults in their study showed measurable improvements in verbal memory and processing speed. There is no magic here. Only patience and consistency, one small glass each day, allowing the brain to be nourished properly. But blueberry juice does more than nurture memory. It touches the eyes in a way few realize. The retina, the thinnest yet most delicate part of the eye, is responsible for converting light into electrical signals sent to the brain. Each night, as you sleep, the retina enters a phase of regeneration. Photoreceptor cells repair themselves, proteins are resynthesized, and smooth blood circulation is needed to fuel this process. Anthocyanins help blood move gently through the tiniest vessels while easing oxidative pressure that causes retinal damage. In other words, when you drink a glass of blueberry juice in the evening, you are giving your retina the very materials it needs to rebuild while you sleep. Yet what matters is not only that you drink it, but when and how. Blueberries are naturally sweet, and even small amounts of sugar can affect blood glucose if consumed at the wrong time. The best moment is about 2 hours before bed, when digestion is still active, but the body is transitioning into rest. Dilute pure blueberry juice with warm water or add a few drops of fresh lemon juice to balance the flavor and enhance vitamin C. If you wish, include a thin slice of ginger or a few chia seeds to stabilize blood sugar and boost polyphenol absorption. Over time, subtle yet undeniable changes may appear. Eyes no longer dry or sting upon waking. Reading feels easier. Sleep grows deeper, and the morning mind is clearer, no longer fogged. That is the quiet reward of letting nature do its work. When you give your body what it needs, at the moment it needs it most. Blueberry juice is the perfect beginning to this journey because it nourishes, purifies, and protects at once. And next, we'll move to the second juice, a familiar drink that can transform how you perceive light, alertness, and eye endurance each day. If blueberry juice is the silent night watcher guarding every neuron while you sleep, carrot juice is the gentle lamp that keeps your eyes and brain bright, alert, and alive. It is no coincidence that for centuries, carrots have been called the food of the eyes. Their radiant orange hue is a sign of the beta-carotene within, a natural precursor to vitamin A, essential for vision, nerve function, and long-term memory. After 60, the eyes don't simply weaken from age. They weaken because the body's ability to convert beta-carotene into vitamin A declines sharply. This affects the photoreceptor cells in the retina, those responsible for helping you see in dim light. That is why so many older adults struggle to see at night or need longer to adjust when moving from bright to dark. A glass of carrot juice each day, especially in the late afternoon or early evening, is the gentlest way to refuel the eyes. Vitamin A from carrots not only helps regenerate the visual pigment rhodopsin, but also supports renewal of the epithelial cells on the eye's surface, easing dryness, irritation, and the risk of inflammation. Few people realize, however, that carrots also influence memory. Vitamin A, together with lutein and other antioxidants in carrots, helps slow the formation of free radicals in the brain, those unstable molecules that damage neurons and contribute to cognitive decline. Researchers at Harvard have found that maintaining adequate carotenoid levels can improve focus and slow age-related memory loss. When consumed regularly, carrot juice acts like a soft shield around brain cells, protecting them from the rust of time and strengthening neural connections. As with any juice, balance is key. A glass of pure carrot juice contains more natural sugar than most expect, and drinking it too close to bedtime can cause glucose fluctuations that disrupt sleep and interfere with nighttime repair. The best time is late afternoon or early evening, when daylight softens and the body shifts from action to rest. About 150 to 200 milliliters is enough. You can enhance absorption by adding a few drops of extra virgin olive oil or a splash of almond milk, since carotenoids are fat-soluble. A touch of healthy fat helps your body absorb them more efficiently. Carrots require no complicated routine. Simply wash, chop, and juice them with a bit of green apple or fresh ginger for balance. As you sip, let the mild spice of ginger meet the cool sweetness of carrot, and feel that calm brightness spreading through you. That is your body receiving the light it has been missing, clarity returning quietly from within. After a few weeks, you may notice delicate but real shifts: eyes that no longer tire from reading, clearer night vision, a mind that wakes without the morning haze. And you'll realize something simple yet profound. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from the smallest habits we repeat each day. In the next section, we'll explore a very special juice, a drink known as the natural cleanser of the brain's blood vessels, one that enhances memory and helps blood flow more freely to the eyes as you sleep. There may be no juice that has surprised medical researchers studying aging as much as beetroot juice. Its deep crimson color is not just striking to the eye, it is a visual clue to one of the most vital compounds for vascular and cognitive health: natural nitrates. After 60, what dims your eyesight and slows your memory is not that your brain stops working, but that the tiny blood vessels feeding it lose their flexibility. Poor circulation means oxygen and nutrients cannot reach where they are needed, and the brain slowly slips into a state of silent fuel deprivation. Beetroot offers the most natural way to reverse that decline. When you drink beetroot juice, its nitrates are converted in the body into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and softens blood vessel walls, improving blood flow to vital organs, especially the brain and the retina. This isn't theory. In a study at Wake Forest University in the United States, older adults who drank beetroot juice daily experienced a clear increase in blood flow to the frontal lobe, the brain's center for memory and reasoning, after just a few days. Participants also reported sharper thinking, better focus, and deeper sleep. What makes beetroot remarkable is how quietly it works while you sleep. Nitric oxide not only opens up the vessels, but also helps neurons transmit signals faster and more efficiently. When you enter deep sleep, your brain begins its nightly cleaning phase, clearing toxins and repairing damage. If blood flow is strong, this process becomes far more effective. Every cell receives oxygen, and harmful oxidants are neutralized quickly. That is why many people who drink beetroot juice regularly wake up more alert, see more clearly, and feel as if the fog in their mind has gently lifted. To gain the full benefit, preparation matters. Fresh beets should be scrubbed thoroughly, peeled, and juiced with a bit of apple or carrot to balance their earthy flavor. Adding a few slices of ginger or half an orange not only enhances taste, but also boosts vitamin C, which helps nitrates work more effectively. The best time to drink beetroot juice is in the late afternoon or about an hour before dinner. At that moment, your body is still active enough to absorb nutrients, while the effects on circulation will carry into the night, nourishing your brain even as you sleep. There is one gentle caution. If you are taking blood pressure medication, speak with your doctor before drinking beetroot juice daily. Because it can slightly lower blood pressure, combining it incorrectly might cause mild dizziness or fatigue at first. Start with half a glass per day. Observe how your body responds and gradually increase to a full glass once you've adjusted. After a few weeks, you may feel something extraordinary: eyes that see more brightly, hands that feel warmer, mornings when your mind wakes renewed. This is not magic, it is biology, the natural restoration of a vascular system that has been reawakened. In the next section, we'll move to the fourth juice, a fruit so common it's often overlooked, yet it holds the secret to stabilizing the optic nerves and sharpening concentration while you sleep. You've probably drunk it hundreds of times in your life, but perhaps never in the right way. Among the many juices beloved around the world, orange juice may be the most familiar. But few realize that for those over 60, a properly prepared glass of orange juice, taken at the right time, can become a powerful tool for restoring both eyesight and memory. More than a source of vitamin C, orange juice contains a complex network of flavonoids, carotenoids, and natural acids that activate tissue renewal and enhance oxygen flow to the brain and eyes, the two organs most vulnerable to aging. Once you cross 60, your body's ability to absorb and transport vitamin C drops significantly. This directly affects the production of collagen, the structural protein that maintains corneal elasticity, strengthens retinal blood vessels, and keeps the neurons in your brain's memory center synchronized. Without enough vitamin C, the eyes dry more easily, vision becomes blurred, and mental sharpness fades. That is why drinking a glass of fresh orange juice in the early evening as your body begins to shift toward rest and repair can make a real difference. Vitamin C in orange juice is more than an antioxidant. It protects neuronal membranes from oxidative attack and supports the production of dopamine, the neurotransmitter tied to focus and memory. In a study from the University of Reading in the UK, older adults who drank 200 milliliters of orange juice daily for 6 weeks showed significant improvements in cognitive function and reaction time. The mechanism is simple: improved circulation, healthier neurons, and stronger communication between brain regions, all of it happening quietly while you sleep. But there is an art to how you drink it. Cold orange juice, taken right after a meal or just before bed, can cause bloating, disrupt digestion, and force the stomach to work overtime when the body should be resting. Instead, drink a small glass of gently warmed orange juice mixed with a few slices of ginger or a pinch of turmeric. This combination stabilizes blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and activates liver enzymes that assist in natural detoxification before deep sleep begins. To further support your eyes, add a bit of carrot juice or a few drops of extra virgin olive oil to enhance the absorption of vitamins A and E, two key nutrients that protect the retina and slow macular degeneration. Another hidden benefit of orange juice is its influence on sleep itself. Containing small amounts of folate and magnesium, it aids in the production of serotonin, the hormone that fosters relaxation and emotional balance. When taken properly in the evening, orange juice not only nourishes your eyes and restores your brain, but also helps you drift into deeper, more restful sleep, the foundation for neuronal regeneration. After several weeks, many people notice that their vision feels steadier, their minds lighter, and their mornings calmer and clearer. That is the dual power of orange juice, a gentle source of renewal for the body and a catalyst for clarity and calm within the mind. In the next part, we'll explore another remarkable juice, dark red in color, rich in flavor, and boasting antioxidant power many times stronger than that of oranges or blueberries. It not only shields the eyes from light damage, but also helps the brain wash away the plaques that slow memory as you sleep. That is pomegranate juice, the crimson gem of longevity. If there is one juice that deserves to be called a miracle elixir against aging for both the brain and the eyes, it is pomegranate juice. Every drop of it is dense with an almost unbelievable concentration of nutrients and bioactive compounds, polyphenols, punicalagin, anthocyanins, and a host of enzymes that help the body fight inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and stimulate the regeneration of nerve cells. What it does for people over 60 is more than slowing aging. It is, in the truest biological sense, cleansing the memory. As we grow older, tiny plaques begin to form between neurons, slowing the transmission of electrical signals. You feel this not as a disease, but as a gentle fading, forgetting what you were about to do, struggling to find the right word, misplacing your keys more often. These plaques are largely the result of chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, and this is where pomegranate juice reveals its quiet power. Punicalagin, a rare antioxidant unique to pomegranates, has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, something very few antioxidant compounds can do. Once inside the brain, it clears free radicals, reduces the buildup of amyloid, a key factor in dementia, and encourages neurons to reconnect. Researchers at the University of California followed older adults who drank 250 ml of pomegranate juice daily for a year, and they observed measurable improvements in memory, reaction time, and hippocampal activity, the brain's long-term memory hub. This wasn't merely a subjective sense of feeling sharper, it was visible in brain scans. But the benefits of pomegranate juice reach the eyes as well. The retina is a dense network of microvessels, and pomegranate helps to cleanse them. With its powerful anti-inflammatory properties, it reduces the thickening of vessel walls, allowing blood to flow more freely and lowering the risk of microclots, one of the silent causes of blurred vision and macular degeneration. At night, while you sleep, antioxidants from pomegranate are mobilized to repair retinal damage, leading to clearer, brighter vision in the morning. To harness these benefits, pomegranate juice must be prepared and consumed mindfully. Use freshly pressed pomegranates or pure cold-pressed juice without added sugar. The ideal daily amount for older adults is 150 to 200 ml taken in the evening about 1 to 2 hours after dinner. During this transition into rest, the body's slower circulation allows antioxidants to bind and neutralize free radicals more effectively throughout the bloodstream. A beautiful way to enhance its effects is by adding a few drops of lemon juice or a pinch of pure turmeric. Lemon balances the fruit's natural sweetness and adds vitamin C, while curcumin from turmeric amplifies anti-inflammatory power and improves cerebral blood flow. Sip it slowly, one mouthful at a time, letting the deep, almost metallic flavor unfold across your tongue. That is the taste of polyphenols, the taste of restoration. Interestingly, many people who drink pomegranate juice consistently report something unexpected: more vivid dreams, or a strangely clear and refreshed mind upon waking. Science suggests that this may result from improved brain circulation, the awakening of memory and emotional centers once dulled by time. If blueberry juice is the night watcher, carrot the light, and beetroot the flowing blood, then pomegranate juice is the crimson heart pumping life into the entire nervous system. And next, we'll meet a juice few people pay attention to, yet it serves as a natural insurance policy for the eyes, preventing degeneration and supporting optic nerve recovery through every night's sleep. A humble green leaf with extraordinary power: spinach juice. If the eyes are windows to the soul, then spinach is the quiet craftsman who polishes those windows each night. Every nutritionist knows spinach, or Spinacia oleracea, as one of nature's true superfoods for brain and eye health. But what makes spinach uniquely effective for people over 60 is not just its vitamins or fiber. It's how its compounds work in harmony with the body's biological rhythm, especially during sleep. Throughout the day, your retinas work relentlessly. Millions of photoreceptor cells fire and reset continuously to capture light and form images. By night, these cells must be cleaned and rebuilt. If blood flow is poor or the body lacks key nutrients, this renewal is disrupted, leading to eye fatigue, blurred vision, or loss of fine color perception. Spinach provides the perfect raw material for that repair. Inside its tender green leaves are lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoid pigments the human body cannot produce on its own. They act as a natural shield, filtering harmful blue light, neutralizing free radicals within the retina, and protecting the macula, the small but crucial region that defines the sharpness of your vision. Studies from the U.S. National Eye Institute have shown that just 12 weeks of lutein from spinach significantly increases light sensitivity and fine detail perception in older adults while reducing the risk of macular degeneration by nearly 40%. But spinach doesn't stop there. It is also rich in natural nitrates, minerals that relax blood vessels and improve circulation to the retina and optic nerves. When you drink spinach juice a few hours before bedtime, nitric oxide generated from these nitrates works silently through the night, ensuring a steady supply of nutrients to the eyes and brain. As your body enters deep recovery, the blood, now carrying lutein, vitamin K, and magnesium, gently weaves through the finest capillaries of your vision. By morning, your eyes don't just see more clearly, they feel lighter, less dry, more at ease with light. Another quiet marvel of spinach lies in its folate, a nutrient essential for producing myelin, the protective sheath around nerves that ensures visual signals travel quickly and precisely. That's why many older adults who drink spinach juice regularly find themselves not only seeing more sharply, but remembering faster, thinking more fluidly, and focusing more clearly. Preparation matters deeply. Wash the spinach thoroughly. Blanch it for a few seconds in warm water to remove excess oxalates, then juice it with a green apple or cucumber to soften the flavor. Add a thin slice of ginger. It enhances digestion and improves lutein absorption. Avoid mixing spinach juice with milk or calcium-rich liquids, as calcium binds to oxalates and reduces nutrient uptake. The best time to drink it is early evening, about 1 to 2 hours after a light meal, when the digestive system is calm and ready to absorb fat-soluble vitamins efficiently. When enjoyed a few times a week, spinach juice becomes like a quiet doctor living in your eyes, patient, gentle, and never asking for thanks. It won't give you instant miracles, but night by night, it rebuilds the fragile neural fibers and helps your gaze hold on to its natural clarity. In the next part, we'll talk about a juice many people overlook because they find it too sour. But that very tartness is its secret, a natural cleanser of the blood that boosts iron absorption and helps your eyes sparkle each morning. It is the passion fruit juice, nature's own nighttime vitamin for the eyes and the brain. If there is one fruit that seems made for people past 60, it might be passion fruit. Hidden beneath its deep purple shell and golden seeds is a natural treasure: vitamin C, polyphenols, iron, and potassium, nutrients that not only cleanse the blood, but also revive the sensory nervous system, improve memory, and brighten the eyes while you sleep. As we age, our bodies no longer use oxygen as efficiently. The blood becomes a little heavier, carrying less oxygen, and the neural tissues, especially in the brain and retina, start to run low on nutrients. That's why many older people wake with dry, irritated eyes, fuzzy memory, or a heaviness in the head as if emerging from a fog. Passion fruit juice, with its gentle natural acidity, acts as a mild blood cleanser, helping dissolve cholesterol deposits on vessel walls, improving circulation, and returning oxygen to every cell. The vitamin C in passion fruit acts like a restorative spark. It protects cells from damage and stimulates collagen production, the protein that keeps blood vessels and neural tissue elastic. With regular use, passion fruit juice helps maintain natural moisture in the cornea, reduces dry eye, and enables optic nerve fibers to transmit signals faster and more precisely. This is why many people notice clearer eyes and sharper memory after a few weeks of drinking it. A study from the Sao Paulo Institute of Nutritional Sciences found that people over 60 who took 150 milliliters of passion fruit juice daily for 30 days increased cerebral blood flow by 18% and significantly improved visual sensitivity. The secret is the fruit's characteristic flavonoids, molecules that neutralize free radicals in the retina, protect nerve cells from oxidative stress, and boost acetylcholine production, a neurotransmitter central to memory and learning. But passion fruit is not merely a sour orange. It's a subtle natural medicine, and how you take it determines its effect. Don't drink it on an empty stomach or immediately after a heavy meal. The acidity can upset a tired stomach. Instead, enjoy a small glass around 7 to 8 p.m. when the body is shifting from activity to recovery. A little raw honey will balance the tartness and provide a gentle glucose boost that helps the brain absorb nutrients before sleep. You can also blend passion fruit with apple or pear to mellow the taste and add pectin, a soluble fiber that steadies blood sugar and supports the central nervous system. Notably, passion fruit contains mild natural alkaloids with calming effects. It can reduce anxiety and stabilize heart rhythm. So besides restoring sight and memory, this juice often helps you fall asleep more easily, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling lighter and clearer. If pomegranate is the red gem of the blood and spinach the quiet guardian of the retina, passion fruit is the golden current that runs through the nervous system, restoring memory, calming the mind, and keeping the eyes bright even after many years. Next, we'll explore a gentle green juice often mistaken for a simple refreshment, but actually one of the most effective brain soothers for older adults: celery juice. In the world of juices that restore brain and eye function, celery is a quiet healer. It's not flashy like pomegranate, sweet like orange, or silky like carrot, but its fresh green color and crisp flavor hide a special strength that people over 60 need: the ability to soothe the nervous system, cleanse blood vessels, and rebalance brain activity while you sleep. Celery has long been regarded as a natural calming agent for heart and brain. Its stalks contain a dozen anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds, notably luteolin, apigenin, and phthalides, which reduce neuronal overstimulation and help the brain enter deeper recovery during sleep. When you drink celery juice in the evening, these compounds begin to dilate blood vessels, mildly lower blood pressure, relax muscles, and bring heart rate into a calm state. Many older adults say, "My mind never stops, so I can't sleep." That restless current, a low hum of mental activity, often results from excess cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones common in later life. Celery juice works almost opposite. It helps increase GABA production, a neurotransmitter that tells the brain to turn off the lights and rest. After a few days of regular use, many report deeper sleep, slower heart rate at night, and mornings without the usual fogginess. Celery also functions as a natural blood purifier. With its organic sodium and potassium, juice from celery helps rebalance electrolytes and flush excess salts and acids, factors that make vessels constrict, blur vision, and weaken memory. When vessels relax, oxygen reaches the brain more easily, and nerve cells can breathe. This forms a virtuous cycle. Better circulation improves sleep, deeper sleep aids repair, and repaired neurons preserve memory and daytime focus. To maximize benefits, juice fresh celery. Choose crisp, bright green stalks, not overly fibrous. Blend it with green apple or cucumber for mild sweetness, or add a squeeze of lemon to activate digestive enzymes. Drink it in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. That timing matches the body's natural cooling and relaxation, and a cool glass of celery juice helps the process unfold gently. Celery also brightens the eyes and reduces visual fatigue from prolonged strain. Because it contains lutein and beta-carotene, it nourishes the retina overnight and eases morning dryness. Some people discover that after a few weeks, they sleep better and wake up with clearer thinking and sharper vision. If passion fruit brings sparkling wakefulness, celery conducts the evening's slow tempo, not stimulating, but bringing system-wide balance. The brain heals, the heart rests, and the eyes greet the morning calmly and clearly. In the next and final part of this series, we'll close the circle with one last juice, seemingly ordinary, yet holding one of longevity's greatest secrets: purple grape juice, the final key that can reopen memory and clarity in later years. In the search for a juice that can simultaneously protect vision, restore memory, and bring deep, peaceful sleep, every path eventually leads to one place: the purple grape. It isn't just because of its sweet, gentle flavor or alluring color, but because within every drop of grape juice lies a natural pharmacy, perfectly designed for the aging brain and eyes. The deep violet hue of grapes is not just a color, it is the mark of anthocyanins and resveratrol, two of nature's most powerful antioxidants, proven to protect nerve cells from damage, enhance communication between brain regions, and prevent the buildup of amyloid plaques, the key driver of age-related memory loss. When you drink grape juice, these compounds enter the bloodstream, cross the brain's protective barrier, and quietly work through the night to clear away the day's cellular debris. That is why many older adults, after just a few weeks of regular use, report clearer thinking, deeper sleep, and mornings that feel lighter, as if a fog has finally lifted from their minds. But the brain is not the only one that benefits. Your retina, the most light-sensitive tissue in the body, also relies on the right kind of antioxidants to recover. The anthocyanins in purple grapes are its silent repairmen. They strengthen the tiny blood vessels that nourish the eye, prevent fragility and blockages, and stimulate the production of rhodopsin, the pigment that allows your eyes to adapt to darkness. In other words, regular grape juice consumption can help you see better in dim light, reduce blurriness, and slow the progression of macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of blindness in later life. Grape juice also plays a lesser-known role. It is a natural sleep regulator. The skins of purple grapes contain melatonin, the hormone that governs the body's internal clock. As we age, melatonin levels decline sharply, leading to fragmented sleep or frequent awakenings. Just one small glass of grape juice in the evening can provide enough natural melatonin to signal the body that it's time to rest, ushering you into deeper, more restorative sleep without medication. The difference becomes clear the next morning. Not only do you sleep better, but you wake more alert, with steadier memory and a calmer, brighter mood. As with all of nature's gifts, the secret lies in how you use it. Choose fresh, preferably organic grapes, and wash the skins thoroughly to preserve their precious anthocyanins. When juicing, don't strain it too finely. Much of the benefit is in the pulp, where soluble fiber and polyphenols reside. If you don't have a juicer, simply crush the grapes and strain lightly through a sieve, leaving some pulp and skin behind. A small glass of about 100 to 150 milliliters each night is enough. Sip slowly, letting the natural sweetness unfold, and drink it in a calm, quiet setting when your body is preparing to rest. To enhance its effects, add a few drops of lemon juice or blend with a handful of fresh blueberries. Together they form a super antioxidant blend, boosting circulation and supporting neuron regeneration throughout the night. Over time, you'll begin to notice subtle but profound changes. Your eyes will tire less when reading. Your head will no longer feel heavy upon waking, and your memory will grow sharper, smoother, more connected. This is not magic. It is biology, the natural restoration that happens when you nourish the brain and eyes with exactly what they were designed to receive. If the previous juices were the foundation stones of recovery, then purple grape juice is the final gem, the one placed at the summit of the structure, uniting every healing process in harmony so the body can renew itself night after night. And now, having discovered these 9 juices that can transform how your body restores itself during sleep, it's time to move forward to the principles that make their power truly come alive. If you only drink without understanding how to drink, even the best juices will remain just beverages. After 60, the human body no longer responds to nutrition as simply as it once did. Every nutrient now needs the right timing, the right combination, and the right delivery to reach where it truly matters: the brain, the eyes, the blood vessels, and the nerves. These 3 golden principles form the foundation that transforms ordinary juice into a nightly healing ritual. The first principle is timing. Drinking juice in the morning can awaken and energize you. But if your goal is to restore vision and memory, the evening is when your body needs these nutrients most. As the sun sets, core temperature drops, the heartbeat slows, and the body shifts into repair mode. This is when the enzymes that rebuild tissues, especially in the brain and eyes, work at their peak. When you drink your juice 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, the polyphenols, vitamin C, lutein, anthocyanins, and natural nitric oxide are absorbed efficiently, entering the bloodstream to begin their quiet work throughout the night. With digestion complete and no movement required, all your energy goes toward healing. The second principle is intelligent combination. Not all juices act alone. Some need a partner to reach their full potential. Vitamin C requires healthy fats for absorption. Lutein thrives in a slightly alkaline environment. Anthocyanins from grapes or blueberries become stronger when paired with the flavonoids in oranges. That's why a drop of olive oil in carrot juice, a slice of ginger in spinach juice, or a touch of honey in passion fruit juice isn't decorative, it's biochemical precision. The right pairing also prevents side effects. Passion fruit can irritate the stomach on its own, but with honey, it becomes soothing. Beetroot may lower blood pressure slightly, but when blended with apple and ginger, it balances perfectly. Every duo in the world of juices is nature's chemistry, quietly harmonized. The third and perhaps most important principle is listening to your body. After 60, no 2 bodies are identical. One person may feel alert after grape juice, while another feels tired if they drink too much. Some thrive with orange juice. Others may experience reflux. The secret is not to find the best juice, but the one that is best for you. Start slowly, half a glass each evening, and observe how your body responds over 3 days. If you sleep better, see more clearly, or feel lighter in spirit, you're on the right path. If you feel bloated, uneasy, or fatigued, adjust the amount or timing. True healing never comes from force, but from harmony. Once you understand these principles, every glass of juice stops being a random habit and becomes a ritual, a quiet conversation with your own body, a way to nurture each cell, and a nightly reminder that life within you is still moving, still healing, still full of quiet resilience. And now that you know how to drink wisely and understand how your body naturally restores itself, the next step is to learn how to sustain this practice safely, especially if you take medication or manage conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, or heart disease. Because even nature's gifts, when taken at the wrong time, can strain the body instead of healing it. After 60, your body no longer reacts to food as simply as it once did. Everything you eat or drink now interacts with your nervous system, your heart, your liver, and the medications you take. That's why drinking juice, even if it's natural, healthy, and full of nutrients, must be seen as part of your overall health plan, not just a casual habit. Drunk the right way, it can sharpen your memory, clear your vision, and help you sleep deeply. But taken the wrong way, especially while using blood pressure, diabetes, or anticoagulant medication, it can cause reactions your body may not be ready for. The first thing to understand is the difference between what is good and what is suitable. A juice that works wonders for one person may cause a mild reaction in another. Take pomegranate juice, for example. Rich in polyphenols, excellent for heart and eye health. Yet if you're taking anticoagulants like warfarin, the vitamin K content in pomegranate or spinach could alter the drug's effect, making your blood clot faster or slower than expected. This isn't dangerous if monitored, but it requires awareness. The best approach is to inform your doctor that you're adding juices to your daily routine, so they can adjust medication doses or monitor your INR if needed. Another factor often overlooked is the natural sugar in fruit juices. Even natural fructose becomes highly concentrated once fruit is juiced. For those with diabetes or insulin resistance, a glass of orange or grape juice in the evening can subtly raise blood sugar and disrupt sleep. The solution isn't to eliminate juice altogether, it's to pair it wisely. Add a little healthy fat, a few drops of olive oil, half an avocado, or a spoonful of chia seeds to slow sugar absorption. That way, your body receives nourishment without a sudden glucose spike. Timing with medication is equally important. Some juices, particularly orange, grapefruit, and passion fruit, can interfere with how the liver processes drugs. They contain a natural compound called furanocoumarin, which slows drug metabolism and increases blood concentration levels. If you're on medication for blood pressure or cholesterol, allow at least 3 to 4 hours between the medicine and your juice, or switch to gentler options like apple, celery, or cucumber juice for your evening drink. There's also a subtler factor: temperature and body state. When the body is cold, blood vessels constrict and digestion slows. Drinking juice straight from the fridge can cause mild stomach cramps and reduce nutrient absorption. In older adults, this can lead to bloating or mild digestive upset. The best approach is to let your juice sit at room temperature for 10 to 15 minutes before drinking. The body will welcome it more easily, and nutrient uptake will be smoother and gentler. Finally, the most important factor isn't the juice itself, it's the rhythm of consistency. The aging body doesn't need more, it needs regularity. One small glass each day, or 3 to 4 times a week, can bring far greater benefits than large amounts in a short burst. Give your body time to absorb, process, and respond. Each glass of juice is a quiet dialogue between you and your body. Not rushed, but steady. After a few weeks, you may notice your mind feels clearer, your eyes less dry, your skin softer, and your sleep more peaceful. So before you begin, ask yourself, am I drinking this to heal or just to try? If your answer is healing, then go slowly, observe your body, consult your doctor. True health after 60 never comes from dramatic change. It comes from gentle, consistent steps. Just like every drop of juice that flows quietly into your bloodstream, nourishing each cell through the stillness of the night. In the final part, we'll close this journey with a reflection, a gentle but profound reminder of why small habits, like a glass of juice each evening, can transform the final decades of your life into some of its most luminous years. Something curious happens when we cross 60. We stop counting time by years or months and start counting it by moments when our health speaks to us. A morning when the eyes no longer feel clear. An evening when a familiar name slips from memory. A moment when your hand trembles slightly as you lift a cup. And in those quiet reminders, we realize that health doesn't disappear overnight. It fades gently, like light slipping beyond the horizon. Yet for that very reason, revival doesn't need miracles. It only needs small acts, done deliberately and consistently. A glass of juice each evening may seem ordinary, but when understood and sustained, it becomes a tender promise you make to your own body, a promise that you are still caring, still alive, still capable of seeing, remembering, and savoring life with all your senses. Picture this. Each night, as the lights dim and the world grows quiet, you stand by the counter and pour yourself a glass of purple grape or golden passion fruit juice. You inhale its fragrance rising softly into the air. In that moment, you aren't just drinking. You're sending a message to your body. Thank you for another day. I see you. I care for you. It's a private ritual, silent and humble, yet more powerful than any expensive supplement. The human body, no matter how many decades it has endured, always knows how to respond to kindness. Give it the right nutrients, and it begins to repair itself. Give it rest, and it regenerates. Give it juices full of vitamins, antioxidants, and taken in peace, and it will recognize your intention. Each cell in your eyes, your brain, your blood vessels will quietly whisper, "We are being cared for. We are being loved. We can heal." No one can turn back time, but anyone can slow it down. Every glass you drink, every deep sleep you take, is a small step toward longer, clearer, brighter years for your vision, your memory, and your very spirit. And when those around you notice that your eyes still shine, your voice remains steady, your recall still quick, they'll understand. You're not just living, you're living well. Before we end, take a moment tonight. Instead of another pill or another meaningless show, make yourself a glass of juice. Grape, pomegranate, celery, or passion fruit, whatever feels right. Sit down, drink slowly, breathe deeply, and think about all the good your body has done for you over the years. Let that glass become a symbol of gratitude, because when we thank our bodies, we allow them to heal. And if these words have made you think differently about health, if they've sparked even a small hope that 60, 70, or 80 can still be vibrant years, hold on to that feeling. Share it with someone you love, so they too can see that healing is still possible, and that vitality often begins with something as simple as a nightly glass of juice. Share this message. Remind others that recovery isn't about age, it's about choice. Tap like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next guide in this series. Gentle habits that create lasting change, helping you see more clearly, remember more deeply, and live more joyfully every day. Because in the end, age is not the period at the end of your story. It's the invitation to begin a new chapter, one where you learn to listen to your body, cherish each breath, and savor each glass of juice as a nightly ritual of renewal, quiet, faithful, and deeply alive.